Welcome to One India News. I'm glad to have you join us for our special segment, International News Wrap, where we delve into the 5 latest topics from around the globe that are causing ripples across the internet. From the UK passing Rwanda asylum law to the royal family's update, from the Malaysia Navy helicopter crash to North Korea's first nuclear trigger simulation drills, we have all it covered. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's top headlines. In a touching gesture, a joyful image of Prince Louis has been revealed to commemorate his 6th birthday. Captured by the Princess of Wales, the photo radiates happiness and innocence, shared with a heartfelt message thanking well-wishers. Prince William and Kate decided to release this single image as a token of gratitude while also safeguarding their family's privacy amidst ongoing speculations about Kate Middleton's health and recent image controversies. Taken into the serene surroundings of Windsor, the untouched photo beautifully encapsulates the genuine moment of celebration. Prince Louis was last seen publicly on Christmas Day joining the royal family for their traditional church stroll at Sandringham Estate. Amidst Kate's health announcement, the family opted out of attending the Easter Sunday service, choosing to prioritize privacy. However, Prince William recently returned to public engagements, visiting the Surplus to Super charity in Surrey. There, he witnessed the impactful work of local community organizations in distributing surplus food to those in need. As the royal family navigates this challenging time, Prince Louis's birthday image serves as a stark reminder of joy and resilience amidst adversity. Tragedy struck during a rehearsal of Royal Malaysian Navy parade in Lumut as 2 helicopters collided mid-air, claiming the lives of 10 people. Verified footage shows the harrowing moment when one helicopter's front end collided with other's rear rotor, sending both aircraft spiraling to the ground. The Royal Malaysian Navy confirmed that the incident involved their maritime operations helicopter and Fennec team personnel. Fortunately, all individuals on board were rescued and taken for medical treatment. Authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the crash, urging the public not to circulate videos out of respect for the victims' families and the investigative process. The tragic incident occurred during training for the RMN's 90th anniversary celebration next month, leaving the nation mourning for loss now. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim expressed condolences, promising a thorough investigation to uncover the cause of the crash and praying for the souls of the departed. As investigations unfold, the Malaysian Armed Forces and the entire nation mourn the loss of those who perished in this devastating incident. On April 22nd, the New York City Police Department (NYPD) intervened in a pro-Palestinian encampment at New York University, leading to multiple arrests. This action came after a walkout by faculty members from Columbia University in solidarity with detained students from a previous pro-Palestinian demonstration. Protesters at NYU called for divestment from Israel due to ongoing violence in Gaza, sparking concern from government officials with elections looming. Faculty members formed a human shield between police and student protesters, but tensions escalated as police restrained protesters who refused to disperse. Witnesses reported protesters being tied up and arrested, with the NYPD citing disorderly conduct as the reason. Despite warnings from NYU's campus safety director, protests persisted, resulting in the dismantling of tents set up by students at Gould Plaza. President Biden condemned anti-Semitic protests on college campuses and called attention to the situation in Palestine. NYU joins Yale and Columbia as the latest campus to witness protests amidst the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has announced plans to begin sending asylum seekers to Rwanda within the next 10 to 12 weeks following the passage of required legislation in the upper house of Parliament. Despite weeks of delay due to attempts to amend the plan, Sunak is determined to proceed with the policy, which aims to curb the influx of migrants crossing the English Channel. The legislation, which overrides certain UK human rights statutes, has faced criticism for its perceived inhumanity and concerns about Rwanda's human rights record. However, Sunak is adamant about its implementation, hoping it will deter illegal crossings and disrupt human smuggling networks. While the policy may bolster support for Sunak's Conservative Party ahead of the upcoming election, it faces opposition from Labour and right groups. Labour has pledged to scrap the scheme if elected, opting instead for agreements with the European Union to manage immigration. North Korea has conducted its first ever nuclear counterattack drills under the guidance of leader Kim Jong-un as a clear demonstration of its nuclear capabilities. The drills involved the firing of several short-range ballistic missiles towards the sea off its coast. These drills, part of testing the nationwide nuclear trigger management system, showcased the country's diversified nuclear capabilities and served as a protest against perceived military provocations by the US and South Korea. During the simulation drills, Kim oversaw maneuvers of troops in nuclear counterattack posture and the firing of artillery with mock nuclear warheads. He expressed satisfaction with the readiness of North Korea's tactical nuclear attack weapons, hailing them as the world's best. Amidst these developments, North Korea is reportedly preparing to launch another spy satellite, following a successful launch last November. Additionally, the country recently tested a strategic cruise missile and a new anti-aircraft missile, further raising tensions in the region. And that wraps up today's episode of International News Wrap. Stay tuned for more updates from around the globe in our next episode. Keep following One India News for the latest developments and news.